What is up, beautiful people of the internet? I'm Wesley.
I'm Stephanie.
This is Wes and Steph. Today, guys, we are reacting to I Spent a Day with Faceless YouTubers, Corpse, SwaggerSouls, and BlackySpeakz.
I don't know who some of these people are, but you guys requested it. You guys love when we react to Corpse. I mean, his voice is pretty awesome.
You guys loved our Anthony reaction last time, too.
Yeah, that was the biggest part.
Man, that was one of the hard... We reacted to Anthony spending a day with people who suffer from DID. It was one of the most difficult, eye-opening, emotional reactions, I think, for both of us that we'd ever done.
I don't think this one's going to be quite on that level.
I don't know. Corpse might really drop some knowledge, but I've watched BlackySpeakz, like, independently. He makes hip-hop, like, history videos.
Oh.
It's really cool, so I'm super excited, because I know two of these guys already.
All right, well, let's go. Let's jump into it.
YouTubers, those who create and star in videos uploaded to the massively popular video sharing website. With nearly 4 billion hours worth of content being consumed on YouTube each and every month, it's no surprise the stars of this content have not only dominated the online world, but have transcended it, becoming even more famous than traditional celebrities who were once considered the pinnacle of stardom. But what about...
Was Will Smith an example of what used to be or what is now?
I feel like he's supposed to be a transitional character because he was one. Now he's more of a YouTuber.
The YouTubers who've made massively successful careers and built entire brands without ever revealing their identity to their loyal fan base.
I think that's so cool.
My name's Anthony Padilla. And today I'm going to be sitting down with faceless YouTubers to learn the truth
I love Anthony's hair.
This mysterious and secretive way of living. Have these YouTubers unlocked the secret to reaping all the benefits of being famous while maintaining a private lifestyle?
That's so
Or
smart.
do they remain anonymous because society's microscopic scrutiny of celebrities proves far too overwhelming and devastating for them to cope with? Are these YouTubers simply...
It's just because people are like, who are you? I want to follow you. And it adds an air
of mystique.
Aura of mystique to it, yeah.
I'm really curious. I'm so interested to get into it, and I'm glad Anthony's taking this angle specifically, because this is what I was most curious about.
Why?
Like, why don't you show your face? Is it just because you want to go about your normal daily life and have
or do you think you're unattractive and you're like, I don't want
people exactly. Are you just playing to your strengths? Like, I'm glad he's going to actually ask this stuff.
There's a big poet called Atticus that some of you may know too, who does the same thing. He never shows his face, and I want to know.
It allows you to speculate and create somebody in your mind, right?
Simply hoping to keep the focus of the creations on their content rather than their appearance? Or do dark histories and sinister convictions force them to hide their names and faces?
Oh, they're criminals.
Damn, Anthony, I didn't even think of that.
I didn't think of that either.
You clickbaited my ass.
Hey, BlackySpeakz.
Nice to meet you, brother. Now, something about this Post Malone situation just doesn't sit right with me. So yeah, let's talk about it.
SwaggerSouls.
I have to say that that's a much better and more creative way of being a faceless YouTuber, just to wear a full-ass battle helm like you're charging into Mordor.
Oh! Oh, this is not delicious. Look at this butt. Look at it.
Corpse.
Hey. Hey. She didn't move. She just looked at the light, looked down at me, leaned in closer, and said 5 words that have haunted me ever since.
You made the right decision.
Thank you so much for coming out and teaching me about the wondrous world of faceless YouTubers.
Yeah.
Before we learn more about...
So they're interviewing with the mask on. Only one, though. I think the other two are just like there.
Well, I don't think... They didn't show Corpse sitting down with him or anything. Because Corpse at the time wasn't just a faceless YouTuber. He was like a bodiless YouTuber. No one had even seen his hands. Because it was... I remember it was a big deal when Corpse posted a picture of his like hair on Instagram, because he had never been on camera at all.
What color's
ever.
his hair?
Black.
The wondrous world of faceless YouTubers, I want to take a quick moment to thank Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this episode and supporting this series. This is super important because, as you guys know, so many videos in this series get demonetized, which means these videos are also blacklisted, preventing them from being recommended to new audiences.
Why?
And all the people who may be impacted by these topics. So, again,
something I don't understand. How can like freaking TLC shows that scrape the bottom barrel of humanity and show you like the worst aspects of people's lives? I do too, but I'm saying like, how can TLC find advertisers to run on their show, but stuff like this, which is legitimate, or CNN can talk about like awful, bombings and stuff, and they can find advertisers? Why Why can't YouTube find advertisers for Anthony's show? It's really good.
Well,
I just don't understand.
Put in extra work.
And thank you
but they would make more
so
money.
much to Raid
I don't get
Shadow Legends, which is a free dark fantasy RPG game available on Android, iPhone, and PC.
I love these kinds of games.
Here you can see me absolutely crushing it and leveling up because I'm basically a Raid Shadow Legends god. They provide daily rewards, and you can invite your friends to make plans together. And now, the highly anticipated Battle Pass is live.
But I'm glad he's got
You can win rewards including free energy refills, gems, upgraded artifact sets, and new champions.
I like getting keys and rewards when I play games.
Okay, Miss Positivity.
Click the link in the description to download the game, and if you're a new player, you'll get 100,000 silver, 1 energy refill, 1 day XP boost, and a free champion adjudicator. Which is kind of crazy. They're just giving this away.
I'm not gonna lie. I would be much more inclined to play a lot of these mobile games that didn't have all those like weird daily crap, like get your gems. You know, pay to get some gems.
I just don't like to pay to play.
Yeah, I don't for free, honestly. You'll find those extra rewards here in your inbox for the next 30 days only. Please go support the hell out of them for making this episode possible, so I can pay my wonderful crew for the hundreds upon hundreds of hours that go into making each of these episodes.
Wow.
That's all I wanted to say. Now back to learning about the wondrous world of faceless YouTubers.
And your crew.
So what do you consider yourself? A faceless YouTuber, masked entity?
I would definitely call myself a faceless YouTuber.
I guess then faceless YouTuber.
Oh, that is Corp's body! What the hell?
Well, you can see his neck.
You can see Corpse's shoulders and neck.
That chain is straight out of
This was before he like really blew up on Among Us too.
Oh, really?
Otherwise, they would have shown an Among Us clip.
By definition, maybe.
Helmet wearer.
Helmet wearer.
As well as a mask wearer.
Oh my God! Yeah. We have an eyeball reveal today, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. Damn. Yeah. And you dressed up. You put on your bow tie today.
Dude. Looking snazzy.
What does being a faceless YouTuber entail?
I like him.
I'm not showing your face.
That's it?
Yeah.
He's showing
it's that simple.
He showed his eyes. I feel like I got,
This must have been how like Victorians felt when they saw ankles in
Pretty
public
much.
or something.
My face is completely hidden. Very few people know what I look like.
I know what you look like right now.
Please don't expose me.
That's cool though that he did.
I will
like,
not.
I don't care.
How long have you been a faceless YouTuber?
Almost 5 years.
2015.
June 2017, that was when I first posted my first video.
How do you think your content benefits from you remaining faceless?
Sorry, baby kick
Especially with horror narration, people get to use their imagination a lot, and it's a lot harder for people to be scared by something that I guess they know what it looks like, maybe.
It makes it more personality-based.
Right.
You know, whereas people would look at somebody's face and think one way or the other. For me, it's just my voice.
People know that I'm really in it because of what I talk about.
Right, not to grow clout.
Exactly,
for yourself.
because clout is a disease.
Clout is a disease.
There's a lot of clout chasers.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who are chasing the numbers.
It is.
It is. That's very true.
Maybe it may not be for like everybody, but for him or for people who like they are magnets, right, for attracting people who are going after that. And that's where it ruins your social life and it ruins your like personality.
It's
your
really
personal
interesting.
relationships. I'm struggling. Yeah.
Ah, man.
Because they want to get recognized. They want the validation.
How do you trust
Because
anybody?
maybe they lack something inside.
Have you always hid your face from the internet? Or was there a certain turning point for you?
There is not a single picture of me from before YouTube with my entire face in it.
I didn't post pictures of myself.
You on
I wanted to
Facebook?
keep my anonymity, like the entirety I was on the internet.
I did have like an Instagram, as me, not BlackySpeakz, but as me,
Right.
right? Where I was posting pictures.
You deleted all those?
Yeah, so my Facebook is wiped, my Instagram is wiped.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay on the safe side.
What's your biggest reason for
People
wanting
are
to...
smart. People would figure that
Yeah,
out.
in a second.
They'd be like, look, he's got the same jacket.
It's really weird to me. I guess it's interesting because I'm sure that all these YouTubers care about their following, care about subscribers, care about how well their content's doing.
Yeah.
And I guess I do, in my mind, feel like there's an emotional difference between my channel doing well or me being famous, if that makes sense.
There is a huge difference.
A huge difference. But it's interesting because I would still be like, oh, well, people knowing you by your handle and your content is still a form of clout.
Yeah.
It's a different form of clout, but it's still, I don't know.
Clout. Because
but it feels different.
Because if you date someone I guess you can go on that first date, right?
Yeah.
You're trying to find somebody, they won't know who you are, and they'll like you for you, and then you can tell them a couple months down the road.
Oh yeah, I make these YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Doing
Also,
really well.
I'm really famous.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, what do you tell them on that first date about what you do for a job?
It's also kind of
I'm
interesting because it's
media.
like, you know, they like you for you.
Yeah.
You know, it's not some other attribute about you that's making people follow you other than your content and your thoughts.
Hidden our faces.
Your face hidden.
I've left that door closed for so long that there's no gradual buildup. It's not, oh, I have 50,000 and now I'm gonna get noticed outside sometimes. It's opening that door and having all the buildup from millions of people now all at once.
You
It's
know
a lot of
even
pressure.
more.
Life change.
If I were to meet somebody, I would have no idea of whether or not they knew who I was and whether or not they were being genuine.
Yeah.
With this,
That'd be
you know,
so
I could
big.
take off the helmet, Hannah Montana that and just walk around and have
funny.
a good time. And the people that I meet are genuine in their interactions all the time.
You never have to wonder, is someone being genuine? What is this person's intentions with
Yeah.
talking to me?
Exactly. People like me for who I am when
What?
I meet them in real life.
Even for me, I feel like people do treat me differently if they know who I am.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm not gonna lie, a part of me has liked that in my life. I've been like, ooh, people respect me because of this thing that I do.
There's no turning that off. You know, there's no escaping once your face is out there, once people know who you are, which
So their points they're making is it's almost like you lose a baseline feel for a normal human interaction.
Yeah.
Whether people are treating you better because they know who you are, like Bill Gates, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure
Everybody
if
treats
Bill
him
Gates
very
walked,
well.
if Bill Gates walked through this door right now, I'd have a few other questions for Bill.
You'd
I'd
be
be like,
very
why the hell are you in my house? But if we met up with Bill Gates, we wouldn't treat Bill Gates like we would treat just some random other person we met on the street.
Which
we
says
would just,
more about us than about anything
well,
else.
no one would, for the most part.
Yeah.
Like, people would treat him with a much higher level of respect. We would defer a lot more to him. We'd be a lot more polite to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, versus...
If we were at a restaurant, we might do a little bit more to provide good service than we would for your typical person, right?
Just a little more.
is challenging. This thing is heavy as and as far as being a faceless YouTuber goes, I really chose the wrong thing to wear.
Yeah, now you can't go
Yeah.
back. Do you proudly tell people personally that you know that you're a YouTuber, or is that always kept a secret?
That's always a secret, 100%.
I have friend groups that know what I do and know where I am, know that I'm in Australia and all of that. Those are the
Australia?
close friends, the people I really trust. But
Yeah.
aside from that, like, I'm very, very low key about what I do.
No, nobody in my real life knows.
I'm incredibly surprised
Whoa.
that the man who is wearing a full battle helm
Is the one in
defensive
Australia?
about his identity.
I got it.
That was not that good of a joke.
I
I appreciate
liked
the fake
it.
laugh, though, baby. I love you very much.
And I've had a lot of weird situations come of that.
What kind of weird situations have come up?
I have an apartment, and so when I have people come over, it's like, don't go in that room. And they're
But that's like that's like your YouTube room.
Yeah. And they're like, why? And I'm like, they're like, how do you have this money? And I'm like, I don't know.
Drug dealer.
I just come off sketchy to everybody.
Because they don't know the truth, and they're like, you're hiding something.
Yeah.
It must be a dead body.
Like, I can't answer simple questions.
How does remaining anonymous?
I didn't realize he kept it that private. Like,
How would you... But his voice is so distinctive.
if you don't watch video games and you're a random chick off the street, you're not going to know who it is.
Oh, you were going straight chick. I was thinking, like, their friendships and hanging out, like, with the boys.
With the boys.
With the boys.
My mind's only on relationships.
Relationships.
I'm going wedding dress shopping with my sister later. It's going to be great.
Oh, I'm not.
Pretty much eviscerated it.
Yeah. So you don't have any social life now.
No, not at all.
So
Every
he
time I
still
find myself
lost
in a
it?
social situation, eventually the question of what you do always comes up.
Yeah.
And I can't obviously reveal what I do. So I feel this sense of anxiety of meeting new people.
Yeah.
Especially where it's a situation where I kind of have to tell them what I do. I have to tell them something.
Right. Do you
And
make
that-
something up?
I just tell them that I work at my old job. But I never go further than that because I don't like lying. It doesn't
Yeah.
feel
At his old job? Huh. I would just say social media. Keep
Yeah,
it vague.
I guess it's kind of weird because I do get this because
People ask you a
Well,
lot.
people will ask us, like, I don't know, because we have other stuff going on, obviously,
Yeah.
besides Western stuff, but we don't really tell people that we do YouTube.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
so I
unless
guess
they-
at the same time, I get it. It's only our closest friends and family know that we have this channel unless they just have happened to stumble across
Some
our
people
content.
have. Some of our friends have, or that we knew like 10 years ago, and we're like,
whoa, really?
how'd you know about
Yeah,
that?
so I guess I kind of get it. In a weird way, I like keeping our private life or our personal life, whatever you want to say it,
More
separate
private.
from our public
And 90%
content
of the
life.
time, if people ask what we do or what on this side, or they like push Wesley, and he's like, social media.
Yeah.
That's the answer. And they usually don't ask more than that. Sometimes they do. And
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, but so it's weird that he just straight up is like, nah, I'm not even going to say that.
I feel like
He's like, I work at Target.
that would make me uncomfortable. Like the lying, like he said, would make me very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. I don't like lying. So I think for me, but like, what if you worked at like Target before that, and then they're like, how do you have all this money? That doesn't make sense.
So good to
Drug dealer
sit and
every
lie
time.
to people about what you do.
Out of everyone you know that's known you as a YouTuber first, how many of those people have you revealed your identity
Ooh,
to?
that's a good question.
We had a bunch of people that I've played games with for the last 2 years.
Right.
They see what I look like. Whenever they come over to the Airbnb or I go over there, we go out to eat as a group. But I don't wear the helmet. I'm very open with showing people in the circle.
I've been really working on it recently. The first person was Mikey.
Really? You
Yeah,
revealed it to Mikey
yeah,
first? He's the
yeah.
first person to ever see your real face?
Yeah, in person.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many people do you think are out there that you've revealed your face to?
No wonder why he revealed his face to her. Just saying.
I was thinking it too. I was like, what activities were y'all getting up to when you revealed that face, Corpse?
I mean, you.
Well, no, I haven't seen your full face.
Oh, true.
You didn't show me your full face.
True. I guess they don't see that I'm like wearing a mask.
Yeah,
but
you're wearing a mask.
but I
He's wearing a
totally-
mask right now because he's still
Yeah.
trying to keep it hidden, even if you got your face covered with stuff and edited.
That's
I feel like that's just more Corpse's aesthetic, though.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Corpse would just rock up with, like, you know what I mean?
I don't know.
it is.
There's not too many people who I've set up to meet as BlackySpeakz, and then I meet them, but I do know that people talk. So one person turns into 10. So if I met, let's say, 30, that's like 300 people.
Have there been any moments that have been taxing to maintain two separate identities?
Oh, like all the time, like
Yeah.
24/7.
What?
I've had people over at my house who I know in real life,
Yeah.
who are friends with my YouTube friends.
Uh-huh.
So my YouTube friend doesn't know I'm friends with their friend, and my friend doesn't know I'm friends with their YouTube. It's very confusing. It's
How?
His
His
sounds
voice
like-
is so distinctive that there's no way that I guess you just don't expect
You just
it.
wouldn't put one and two together or whatever.
It's like you see a celebrity
It
walking
sounds
down the
like
street and it
superhero
doesn't.
stuff, though. Like the stresses that
It
Superman
does.
or Batman has keeping their secret identity. Honestly, I don't know. The way that they're explaining all this, it sounds like they are so paranoid and
Yeah.
worried and stressed constantly at this stuff.
Is it
I'd
worth
almost.
it?
I guess it just depends on what kind of stresses you want in your life.
Yeah.
This double life thing would be too stressful.
I think
for
how
me.
the other guy does it seems like the
Which
night
guy?
the night guy. I think his method seems like the most chill.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like think about it. If one person you mistrust, how much
Leaks
money
a
could they
picture or
get?
something?
How much money would they get and clout would they get by utilizing and betraying you in that way?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I feel like I could place these three dudes on a paranoid spectrum.
Yeah.
And I feel like BlackySpeakz is like the most paranoid.
so?
Like,
I
or the
see.
most like he seems like my identity. Gotta. And I feel like I don't know why exactly. Maybe it's just because he wants to protect himself from seeking that validation, and he doesn't want to have the like personality ramifications of fame in himself.
Yeah.
Which I understand. The helmet guy, I feel like his take on it makes a lot of sense. Like, well, I just like my privacy. I like my anonymity. But
Yeah.
when I'm with people, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I think it's interesting too because it also depends on the people. Like, where did you come from? What's your background?
Yeah.
And what kind of people are in your own personal life? Because a lot of times when people win the lottery, which is kind of like if you found out somebody you knew had like millions of dollars, there's not really any difference between finding out that and finding out they won the lottery. When that happens, people will want to take advantage of you
Yeah,
so much
that's
in
true.
your personal life.
They'll ask for things. They'll feel entitled and obligated to things.
Yeah, like if they had gradually built up into an audience, they're like, oh, okay, you worked for that, I see that. But if they just found out, they'd be like, whoa, dude, well, why don't you buy me dinner?
Yeah, why aren't you getting the check?
Yeah.
the
Just even
very
little things.
like Hannah Montana thing.
Yeah.
It's as simple as taking it off and putting
Goes
it
to
on.
Hannah Montana.
It really comes down to that. When when the mask is off and everything, I'm like me again. When I put it on, I'm SwaggerSouls.
What are the lengths you're willing to go to protect your identity?
Ooh,
As long as it's not
good questions.
really me up personally.
And you aren't bothered by the fame that you're receiving because of what you're doing either.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Because the fame is really only when I'm on my phone. As soon as I turn off my phone, I am just me.
Completely
really
separate
cool.
lives.
Exactly.
Now that it's nearly been 5 years, I kind of feel like I'm playing a game with it, and I've kind of won that, so whatever happens, happens. I'm still going to do my instinctual things that I've done, like watch for reflections when recording literally anything.
Whoa.
It's like you're constantly ghost hunting for yourself.
Yes.
I didn't think about that.
I can never find
Oh, man. They've got to have like a whole nother editing step in their process.
Yeah. Not
Damn.
I didn't think about that. It's okay, but it's not that different from girls who have to, check to make sure that they don't have any reflections when they Facetune their butts.
Yeah, but they don't check that as thoroughly though.
Never.
How often do you get people begging for you to reveal your face to them?
The weird thing is, I get more people begging for me to never reveal my face.
Really?
Yeah.
People want you to always remain anonymous?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
mystery.
People don't want to know what I look like.
Oh,
You know.
why? Because it would kind of ruin the,
Yeah,
the brand.
You know,
the
a lot of what went in for me was, I had a bunch of YouTubers that I used to watch when I was very, very young, and that was back when it was just gameplay videos.
Yeah.
And the gameplay videos didn't have webcam or anything, and I would have this image, this perfect image of what I thought the person looked like.
So true.
And it's like reading a book.
All the time.
Yeah.
People will send me pictures of them and be like, okay, now I get to see your face because we're friends now. And it's like, what the
So that's called a covert contract. It's one of the, I'm obsessed with this idea, and people do it all the time. They'll do something for you to try to force you into feeling obligated to do it for them. So it's a covert contract.
Not the same if I show you my face and he shows you.
But that's the thing, though, right?
People-
It's the same way guys will be like, "Hey, I bought you dinner, so you have to have sex with me now."
It's so stupid. I like the other guy's analogy, the night guy's analogy. I know I keep calling him that, swaggy something, right? But
The paladin.
yeah,
The funny paladin.
He said it's like reading a book, right?
Yeah.
And that's such a good analogy.
I remember I read Lord of the Rings, and I had a really clear picture of Aragorn in my head.
And then you see it in the movie.
I don't remember what my original picture was. Now I just think of Vigo. Now that's not a big problem because Vigo is a very handsome man.
Yeah,
And
no complaints
no
there.
complaints, but it's just interesting. I don't even remember what my
Or
old
Hunger,
picture was
Hunger
like.
Games or Harry Potter, right? Like whatever it is. I'm throwing out the generic ones. It just totally changes your mind.
That's not how it
You
works.
can't read the book the same way anymore.
Every single day.
Really?
Hundreds of messages every single week.
What, would they think that they're going to be the one unique person that gets a face reveal personally?
I think so.
They
What
wouldn't
are the
have
lengths
spent
people
time.
have
To be fair, boys do that with girls, but not face reveals, but like boob reveals.
That's true.
Right?
They still
Like-
do it anyway.
to try to figure out your identity?
People are like, I found you, you're this guy and this and this. I'm like, no, I'm not.
No one's ever gotten your identity,
No.
right?
Just
No.
the baritones
Does any
and
part of you
choirs.
fear that you won't hold up to the expectations of what people would hope that you would look like?
Of course. I don't think I could. I don't think anyone could at this point
There's
live
been
up.
years of build-up.
Fantasy.
Unless
With
I was
corpse
literally
especially.
like a Norse god, but even then they'd be like, I don't know, I don't like his hair color.
There's a lot of
Corpse has a lot of like, I don't want to say sexual necessarily, but like fangirling too. I think
Yeah.
that's another difference. Is like his audience has pedestalized and sexualized, not his whole audience, but a big portion of his
His
audience.
voice.
Yeah. So I feel like that's even more pressure. Whereas the other people, I don't get the sense that they have like an audience that romanticizes them.
the same
And I
way.
feel like that would be so much more pressure.
That's how that Atticus poet guy is. Because
Really?
because he writes love poetry. So
Oh.
girls really romanticize whatever they think he looks like because they think he's writing it to them.
Yeah.
So it's the same kind of.
It like
Corpse.
breaks it, so it helps their immersion because they're imagining their ideal lover.
Yeah.
And with Corpse, they're like imagining their ideal e-boy.
Yeah.
And so, man,
That's a
that
lot.
would
That would
me up.
suck.
That would constantly make me feel like I'm not good enough.
Yeah, because you reveal your face, you're like, oh, you're not what I
Oh
wanted.
man, and that constant fear, that would eat me up inside. Whereas
Yeah.
the other, like, I could see being a faceless YouTuber. It's funny. I'm actually one of these guys in the video. No, I could see being a faceless YouTuber in the way that our Paladin friend or BlackySpeakz is.
Yeah.
But I couldn't do what Corpse is doing. That would just
anxiety
hurt my soul.
around the concept of a face reveal, around the concept of, all right, so the first time I'm going to have a camera in focus on my face, like, with everything,
Yeah.
like, I have to look.
You have to be flawless.
I have to be.
Yeah.
I have to like be James Charles. You have to buy a palette. Like I have to. Like there can't be a blemish on me.
Funny.
Do people
like
ever
it.
recognize you for your voice out in public?
That's never happened.
Really?
Never happened.
I feel like you got a really unique voice in the way
He
that you
does.
speak.
All three do.
That's actually true, but I guess I'm kind of lucky.
I was checking out of a Kohl's buying groceries, and the guy goes, "You sound like a YouTuber I know." I go, "Oh yeah, who's that?" He goes, "Oh, SwaggerSouls." I go, like that. That would be $32.45, please. And I said, "Here you go," and then I left.
That's where it ended.
Yeah.
So he knows. So you have
He
a
knows.
bond.
Hopefully he didn't rip the security camera footage.
Right.
Which I doubt he would.
And look
go
at your
to
credit
lengths
card
to do.
info.
Yeah.
Oh, so he did find. He kind of.
I didn't think of that.
Does the stress that comes along with hiding your identity at all times outweigh the benefits of remaining anonymous?
Ooh.
I don't feel like I can fully know the benefit of being not anonymous without doing it. And I can't really see into this like alternate dimension
Fair.
where I'm
That's
probably
very fair.
happier. I think it's way more stressful than it is beneficial.
Has the internet ever released a photo claiming it was your face that just ended up not being true at all?
Yeah.
And what did you do?
Said nothing because it wasn't me.
Right. Have they ever gotten it right? Have they ever leaked a real photo of you?
No.
Nice.
No.
Definitely not.
That's game theory, though. He would just lie.
I know.
He would just lie. You saw. I'm like, oh, his eyes went left
If
when
he
he
say
said that.
yes,
No.
if he said yes, then the
Oh,
whole
that would-
world's gonna search for it.
That would be send people wild.
Yeah,
right?
you can't answer that question any other way.
But
Really?
if you Google BlackySpeakz face,
Yeah.
there's a random guy on the first, results.
Yeah.
Some people have thought that that's me. So that random guy
Yeah.
is stealing all my clout.
Do you feel anxious anytime you're in public without your face hidden?
That guy was wearing like a striped polo shirt, though. I somehow don't think that's.
Blacky Stripes was dripped.
I
Every
know.
Instagram picture, he looked great and meticulously styled.
Yeah, his clothes I can already tell are like top notch. So I don't know if that orange striped polo is gonna be him.
I have like
Roast the
very
kid,
bad
come on.
anxiety. I never leave my house.
Do you feel like hiding your identity has led to all this anxiety about being in public?
It definitely added to it. I feel like I had other issues prior.
Yeah.
But it definitely made it more logical in my head, despite it probably being irrational.
Definitely not, because the only thing people know about me is that I'm black.
Right. So you actually go around in public without your face covered, right? You're just roaming around the streets without
Of course.
concern.
Of course.
So
With
you just
this
live a complete-
fresh outfit. This is what I look like if you see me in the street. Say what's up.
Do you interact with other faceless YouTubers to like share your
Yeah,
experiences?
actually, yeah, no. I've met How To Basic, I've met Dolan Dark, I've met Colossal is Crazy before his face reveal. I've met a lot of people that don't put their faces on the internet.
Do you ever wish that you personally were recognized more for your work?
Given that I dropped out of school at 12 and my teachers all said I would be nothing, and all my friends thought I was a drug dealer.
What?
I bet he wants recognitions, because that would suck. Like if all your teachers are
12?
like, oh yeah, well that kid, I was right about him. He was a failure, and he never gets redemption.
And being a YouTuber that's actually successful is like arguably harder than even being an NBA or an NFL.
I want him to
or-
reveal his face now for those teachers.
And everybody thinks I just dropped off the face of the planet and like died. I would like to tell them about it a
That's
bit,
gotta be so hard.
especially the teachers. Because
That's you.
it would be hilarious to be on like the notable list on Wikipedia for a school I like dropped out at, where they all roasted the shit out of me every day.
Wow, they're like, yeah, this dropout, he'll never amount to anything.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then here
Story they
you
tell their
are
kids.
Yeah.
with a majorly successful YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Does any part of you wish that you had never kept your face a secret in the first place?
I think I did well by keeping my privacy. I think it's one of the things that probably kept me sane through everything.
I have those thoughts sometimes. I want to be recognized for my work. I want to go to a rap concert. I want people to scream, Blackie, Blackie, Blackie's here.
Yeah,
But right now,
yeah.
it doesn't really fit my lifestyle.
Subscript wants to know if you're ever going to do a face reveal.
People are really pressuring me to do it, which
Really?
is starting to annoy the out of me.
Yeah, it's probably making you want to do it less.
Yeah, I mean, the more I think about it,
I
the
like
more
it.
I
It's
understand that there are benefits to it. It makes production way easier.
Yeah.
But I just don't know if I want to do that. It's an irreversible decision.
Yeah.
Once it's out, like it's Pandora's box. There's no closing that. Once it's out there, it's out there.
It's definitely gonna happen.
There will be a face reveal.
Because nothing is eternal.
Like I've woken up.
He just seems
I feel like he's got so much wisdom and like.
I know. I like all three of these guys a lot.
They're so different.
It's almost like they built an audience off of being interesting and not showing their face or something.
know.
It's I don't know what's going on here.
Some days I've been like, okay, I'm just gonna post a picture of it, like take a selfie literally right now and just put it on my story.
Really?
Like,
What stopped you?
if I do that, it's like a massive wasted opportunity at that point too.
Yeah. Or after you take that photo,
Money.
you just like look at it and contemplate.
Yeah. I look
Corpse could start an OnlyFans. Just with selfies?
Yeah.
at it, I hover over the add to story button. I drop my phone. If it happens, it happens. Then
Whoa, you'll go to that length to be like, let fate decide?
yeah, but I've never done it, obviously.
Your boy Miles wants to know what the most ridiculous theory about your identity has been.
Oh, some idiot thinks my name is Horace.
That I am not black. People still, till this day, claim that I am a white man.
Even though you've done a race reveal?
Because my voice doesn't sound like a black guy, but as you can see the camera, I mean, this is me. This is me. This is real f***ing life.
Safes wants to know why you chose this specific masker icon to represent
this
you.
f***ing hunky Oh, dude, I was really into like the whole like night thing and ancient bullshit. I just wanted like a decorative piece for my room. So I was like, oh, f it, I'll go all out. My mom ended up getting this for me.
Your mom chose your look.
Off of Amazon.
It's only $52.
That's so sweet of his mom to
What a
support
bargain.
that.
You can become a full-on Calvary charger.
I love that. I love that it's still on
Mama
Amazon.
Souls.
Mama Souls!
Thank you, Mama
Where you
Souls.
at?
Dude, this one I was just making my channel. I didn't expect it to go anywhere. I made my picture like Frank the rabbit from Donnie Darko. And I did a live stream of like 5,000 subscribers. And my friend Eden drew like what I describe myself as mixed with like my current avatar, which was Frank.
Bobby Hernandez wants to know if anyone's ever offered you money.
That's what you were saying.
To them.
Oh, yeah.
How high does
much?
that money go?
10K.
10K?
That's it?
No.
Someone offered you 10K?
Yeah, way more than that, dude.
Yeah,
way
yeah,
more than that. Way more than 10K.
I was going to say 10K. That's it? Gosh. No.
No.
Your anonymity is worth more than that.
Yeah, I would say so. If you were to give me a price
Yeah, priceless.
for
Right?
the face reveal,
Yeah, how much would someone have to offer you?
That's a good question.
probably $750K after taxes.
750. Okay, so a clean million.
The best
Oh,
price
and
he
he's
said
in
after.
Australia, so he's probably having to pay American and Australian taxes.
Oh.
That'd be brutal.
Okay, so we're gonna start a GoFundMe.
Yeah, clean million. Come on, guys, clean million.
It's got to be
You can
after
do it.
taxes.
You want to see my smile? I'll be smiling real wide after I pocket that million.
If there's someone watching who wants to become a
I feel like that's actually less than I thought it would be. I don't know how much money he makes and how big he is.
$750 is a lot of money though after
750,000?
taxes.
I mean, it totally.
That's like 1.5 million.
It totally is, but again, like you said, it's irreversible. You can't
Yeah,
take it back.
that's true.
And also, you'd have to compare it to like their actual net worth, which
Yeah.
obviously we have no idea.
famous YouTuber but keep their face and their identity a secret. Is there any kind of advice you would give them?
Don't reveal your face, for one.
Make sure it's a lifestyle that you can live with happily. And
Corpse doesn't seem happy.
make
with
sure you
it.
don't have any like predisposed issues related to the outcome of that.
Right.
He seems so sad.
Like really bad anxiety.
Stress, right?
Oh, really? Like you?
yeah, something like that.
Has being a faceless YouTuber ever affected any of your relationships?
Oh, of course. Oh my God.
How so?
I can't take pictures with them, really. Not without being like, this could get leaked. And also wearing them.
Because the real worry is the breakup. That's the real worry.
Yeah.
You have a bad breakup?
Yeah, and she's like, well,
Well,
and some
F
people,
you,
some
you
guys
mess-
post naked
You
pictures.
mess with my heart, I'm gonna...
Some guys when they break up, they post nudes of their girlfriends, and other people are like, well, I'm just gonna do the face reveal.
Ugh.
Mask with people everywhere. I
feel my heart hurts
have
for
to be okay
Corpse.
with that.
I feel
But
like you're a burden.
yeah, definitely. It's like, why can't we do this normal
Right.
thing?
Right.
And it's pretty dumb.
What is it about being a faceless YouTuber that brings you the most joy?
Probably the peace of mind. The peace of mind when I go out and meet
He
somebody
seems
and
the
know
most,
that
like-
they're usually 100% genuine.
Like, I don't have to worry about people in my personal life using me for clout because they don't know I have clout.
Everything else,
What do you
yeah.
think the biggest misconception about faceless YouTubers is?
That I'm not showing myself because I'm ugly?
That they're ugly. They're not ugly.
Right, you're very attractive.
I'm very handsome. You see my face?
Yeah, no, wait, I haven't.
You haven't?
I haven't. You didn't reveal it to me. You promised to reveal it to me.
Yeah, I'll reveal to you after. It's funny. It's funny. We were at the Studio 71 party like last year or whatever, and I saw I was behind you in the line, but I was too nervous to say because you were talking with people.
He looks so
damn
cool.
it! I could have seen you then.
Yep, you probably did.
I actually have a parting gift for you. A best interviewer shirt that you can get at padildoshop.com.
Padildo?
Yeah, but you can get this for free.
Damn, shove this in your holy.
So now if he wears that out in public, though, that'll give away his identity. So
No, not necessarily, because then everybody else bought the shirts too.
I think I will. All right, you got 5 seconds to shout out or promote anything you want directly into camera. Go.
Misfits on YouTube as well as SwaggerSouls on YouTube. Go on Twitter, SwaggerSouls, Instagram, SwaggerSouls. Part of Misfits Podcast, gang.
Shout out to Roddy Rich. Oh, that's actually me.
I literally don't know how I've made it this far. That's it.
Yo,
we pimp chimpin'.
Subscribe to Anthony Padilla. He's cool.
Thank you
He is
so
really
much.
Very
Forbes.
cool.
I
That's
feel
such
like
a good question. Best interviewer ever.
I feel like I understand the wondrous world of faceless YouTubers just a little bit more.
It's good because I don't. Man.
I don't know, man. It seems like
Corpse. I wanna
like
give him a
BlackySpeakz
hug.
seems like he's a little bit paranoid, but happy with the way his life is
he's
now.
like, I'm good though.
Yeah, he's like, okay, well, I'm kind of paranoid about my identity and stuff, but I did these things. Now I feel good.
Yeah.
Our friend SwaggerSouls seems
He's like, whatever.
He's like, I feel good with it. I'm comfortable with it. I just kept my face a secret. It doesn't really affect the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Corpse seems like he's so emotionally torn up by it still. Like being faceless hasn't solved anything for him. Like BlackySpeakz being faceless solved his paranoid worries, you know?
Yeah, I think I don't know. I just think it would stress him. He's worried about the stress that would come with the fame, right?
But he's also so stressed about keeping his identity a secret. And like you said, you can't go into a parallel universe and know what the stresses of a different situation would be and compare.
And maybe if
but
you're
man, he even just like he's dripping with anxiety even in this interview when he's talking about these situations.
makes my heart hurt.
Me too. I don't like seeing people uncomfortable like this.
Yeah. But I mean, he's making choices, right?
Yeah,
and he's
clearly he thinks it's worth it.
Yeah.
So who are we to tell him that it's
I hope
it's
one
not.
day that your teachers know, and you should do it before they die, because remember, teachers are older than you, and they don't stay that same age. Just saying. Anyway, guys.
Do it before they die.
We hope you had oh wait, we're not
That
done
sounds
yet.
like you're
we still have time.
saying that he's going to
After
kill them.
spending the day with these faceless
not
YouTubers,
done.
I've come to understand just how important it is to find a balance between public and private life when working in a field so intrinsically connected with the oversharing of one's life. In a world where people kiss the ground celebrities walk on, who are we to blame these YouTubers for wanting to keep some anonymity while pursuing a career that they love? See you later, bye guys.
Press a like.
I like Anthony so much.
I think Anthony does such a good job of asking really thorough questions.
Yeah.
It's kind of whoa, what you doing there?
There was
What
more.
you doing there?
There was more.
I just paused to talk.
Oh.
It's a reaction, baby. That's what we do.
Well,
I was just simping over Anthony. Why'd you interrupt me?
I'm sorry. Do you have anything more to say about Anthony?
I can't remember. He's just a great interviewer. I feel like he would make the transition to a podcast format really well.
Maybe you already have.
Yeah, you have to be prepared, dude. If I shit myself, I'm good.
You got padding, you got a diaper in there.
No, this is a skull cap.
Okay.
It's a cap for your skull.
You got a very literal sense, too.
Yeah.
Can I see what it looks like through here?
Oh, yeah, dude, go for it.
He had underwear up there?
To cushion his head.
You might need the padding.
Oh, yeah, you really can't see anything, huh?
You need the padding. The boxers are clean, dude. Go for it.
All right. The padding really helps.
So that's one way to do it. I've never seen it done like this.
You don't.
No, I don't put that on first.
You don't first do the Toad
No.
cosplay?
Dude, you can go for it.
All right,
See if it
let's do
works.
it. I think you're about to learn something new, a new method for you here.
There you go.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
there's two
see, it works.
SwaggerSouls.
You can see pretty well.
Yeah, it's not too bad actually. I can see perfectly.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
It smells like I'm holding a pile of change in my hands. Mm-hmm. It's.
Yeah, I washed that thing with vinegar to polish it.
Yeah, I can smell that.
Yeah,
Smells good.
About 2 weeks ago. That and weed is what you should primarily smell.
It smells just. That's
sour
exactly.
but sweet.
He's really funny.
He's hilarious. No wonder why he blew up.
I'm curious what you guys think.
I like Anthony Padilla's interviews.
I love his interviews.
I know you guys
very
love
insightful.
Corpse.
I just feel bad. That really, I leave the interview being like, wow, SwaggerSouls, BlackySpeakz. It seems like you guys have a good purchase on your mental health, and I'm like, damn, Corpse.
But it could be totally unrelated to this. Like, this could be an added stress.
Yeah.
But and I think you guys have told us that there's other interviews that he's done too, where he kind of talks and dives into that more. Maybe we'll have to go seek some of those out to better understand. But we love you guys so much.
I just like.
I want people that I like to be happy.
For people. Yeah. In general, so. When he seems upset, I'm just like, man, I hope you're all right, dude.
I think he'll be
But that being said, guys, this was a super interesting interview. Thank you so much for suggesting it. If you have other suggestions for stuff that you want to do, please leave them down below.
I read all the comments.
Stephanie literally reads every single comment. So thank you so much, guys. Hope you had a beautiful Thanksgiving. If you're
Subscribe
from America.
if you're new.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot to say that sometimes. Oh, my goodness. Oh, what did you do? You knocked down a picture. Okay, bye, guys. We love you.
I knocked down Arnold.
Oops, I stopped the...